Never mind.
Hey, what were you about to say? Anybody need what?
Are you good?
Oh, that was not on this page. So
yeah, welcome into the company. It is August 19th, 2020, and we are still on lockdown. In case anybody was wondering, we still can't go outside, still can't stay at bars and after 11. And we just had a meeting. Well, not us, but the higher ups had a meeting yesterday about what they were going to do with us, if they were going to extend a curfew or if they were just going to continue to keep the bars closed after 11, and that's what they chose to do. So the social life is still dead here in South Carolina. Lovely Columbia, South Carolina. Hope everybody's doing okay. Rich Izzo's with me. Sosa should be joining us later on, sooner, hopefully sooner than later. But hopefully everybody's been having a good week. If you guys are watching the DNC tonight, I hope you're enjoying it. All the pageantry. Kerry Washington is still confusing me as an attractive woman. I'm still up in the air on that.
Toxic masculinity, sir.
No, that's an opinion. I mean, because think about it, Kerry Washington face is a thing.
That very much is a thing. Remember, it was a thing for us before it became a thing like viral.
Right.
Yeah, I remember we used to always joke about it.
It wasn't a thing always.
No. I'm talking about between us. Like we used to always talk about it in the chat, like for years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and with all the people that's bumping that Trey Songz in 2020. Trey Songz popped up out of nowhere with some controversy. We're gonna talk. Should we
continue to talk about the DMC or talk about him first?
You want to do that first and then hit Trey Songz?
Yeah, and then we'll talk about the other topic.
All right. So tonight I think everybody's kind of waiting for the big speech at the end of the night, which is going to be Obama. And that might not happen until around 11:30, 12 o'clock. So if you are
it goes off at 11.
It's gonna be late.
It goes off at 11, like 30 minutes.
They trying to stretch that.
Yeah. But I've been watching. I watched tonight. I didn't watch yesterday. I think tonight is night 3, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's the last night, and then of course Biden would speak tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't watch the last couple nights, but I've been watching tonight, and it's been interesting. You know, they've been saying a lot of things that I thought they'd say.
Yeah,
I covered a lot of things we thought they'd cover.
Yeah, I didn't know nothing about calamari coming out of Rhode Island until last night.
Was that where from?
Y'all didn't see where they went through all the states and they give their electoral votes?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There was the dude talking about calamari, and the chef's there with the calamari like this. Where's my camera? Like this with the calamari. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, whatever. What's calamari, real quick? I'm a non-seafood eater. For anybody watching, don't judge me. Y'all look old. Eat a, you know what?
Squid. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Eat your ass whipped by old man Sean. And that's on
site. On site.
But anyway, so it's been interesting, man. You would think that, and I was telling y'all this before the show, and these things in the past, before we were in the presidential situation that we are in, they would have had to search for. Oh, there goes Sosa. We would have they would have had to search for comments from the other person, the Republican president or president hopeful or whatever, for negative comments that he said so they could play in their clips. But they just been finding shit left and right on this man. Like, you don't have to even search for. They could just play everything last week.
No, the day before.
Yeah. So it's been just like it's like shooting fish in a barrel with this guy right now, man. If you want to find something negative that he said, then it's easy to do.
Is it? I mean, the thing funny about it, man, is it anything really that anyone's saying at the DNC that's going to change people's vote? That's the thing. Because if it's literally just the echo chamber of what we already know and all the parroted points that they're going to be saying, it's kind of like, I'll just be the first to admit I've caught the highlights. Usually I'm more politically informed, but the DNC rally is just kind of like, I just don't care.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. I just don't care because there's nothing anyone there is going to say that's going to, spark me to doing something. Maybe the president, former President Obama's speech is going to be that trigger for some. But to be honest, though, like here's the thing that's going to be messed up is like who wrote Obama's speech and how is he going to be, I guess, not as good or doesn't outshine whatever Joe's got to say.
I don't think he cares. I think he's going to outshine Joe and not be even worried about it.
He's taking the back seat most of this year.
Right.
It's all right. I'm done. I'm going to get in the front seat. I'm going to try to make this shit happen because Joe's dementiated.
Joe just old.
Whatever.
I mean,
that's bullshit. That's bullshit. McCain was old too, but McCain was still sharp.
Yeah, Joe's not. I mean,
Joe used to fuck with LSD or something.
I wouldn't even say that.
I think Joe's one of those people like once he start talking to the conversation, it could float.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what things older people do. And some people, older people, are just smart as like sharp as a tack now. But to me, I think he's just old.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like
when he get in there, he's good.
Say that again.
His takeoff is sketchy, but when he gets in there, he's good.
He has good moments. I don't want people to say like, "Oh, he's been off." Like I've seen some really great things come out of his mouth, but then it's like, I don't know.
I mean, it's
then we got a person that can't complete a sentence. So I mean, what can people say?
Right? Yeah, it's not like the bar is being set really high here.
No.
I mean, because like anyone who could say like. I know the argument is always that, Trump's vernacular, his choice of vocabulary is in how real people speak. But I'm like, I don't know anyone who's an adult.
I'm real
like that. I mean, because even, and that is not a statement of intelligence, because even people who have a Southern drawl know subject verb agreement or, just being able to complete a single thought inside of a sentence. Yeah, they might have a dialect or some sort of accent that goes along with it. That's different. But this dude, it's just like, falsehoods and just not knowing how to put a thought together and repeating the same set of words inside of a sentence over and over and over again.
This is the Special Olympics of presidential elections.
Yep.
I wouldn't honestly, man. I wouldn't even say that. Like this is honestly, yeah. I wouldn't say that at all. I would say it's more
worse.
Yes, in the sense that saying that it's worse because it's like the
people in the Special Olympics know they're special.
Well, this is just a different way of looking at how we think about government, right? Because this is literally you have this one person over here who has, no thought of mind as to how government works. And then you have another person who, I think it's safe to say now that you're not really voting for, if you're voting on the DNC ticket, you're not really voting for Biden, you're voting for Harris. Right. And that selection and how her administration more so is going to carry things forward because
I mean,
you can say go ahead and say it.
No, I honestly wonder, like I really do wonder, like because we know for a fact that Biden's only going to be a one-term president. Like he's not going to go two. He's not doing two. He's going to do one and he's out. And I would say that's probably going to be a personal choice, if anything. And he's going to start giving. I could be honest. I think he's going to start giving her kind of like how Cheney basically ran the administration for Bush.
I mean, yeah,
like that. This is what we're working with this time. And then she's going to step into that role and then do her thing. And then she's kind of going to be touted as, the 2024 if things go the way that they do, because as we all know, like 2016's election was all Hillary, and then at the very end it was like, oops. So
it was lazy.
Right.
It was very. I don't put it so much on. This might sound crazy, but I don't put it as much on the candidate as I do the campaign and everybody involved.
Agreed.
Okay, I'll give you that.
I don't put it on the candidate at all, ever, unless they say stupid shit. She had her moment. She didn't say nothing like crazily outrageous.
No,
but like that campaign did not hit the spots I'm going to hit. They thought they had Michigan. They thought they had Wisconsin. I'm like, you can't assume that. Like, people were hit with a lot of hardships that were just out of anybody's control. Like, they were looking for a savior, and unfortunately, they looked for the wrong motherfucker. Because that dude turned his back on them in every instance he could. So, I mean, but as you can tell, they are pushing commercials. They're pushing this and that everywhere. Just like here in South Carolina. Every time I turn around, Jamie Harrison's being talked about. They pushed him last night when they announced the electoral votes for South Carolina. They had him announce it. That's how you run a campaign.
I think Lady G's done.
Yeah, that's how you run a campaign. The National Democratic Party, like the whole totality of it, is pushing that guy because they know Lindsey Graham's a piece of shit, and he's for the picking right now.
It's not like I ever like to. You never want to say you want to see people fail, right? But I'd love to see him actually get out of office. And there's a couple things here, right? Because Lindsey Graham's been the incumbent for how many years? How many?
Exactly. So he already failed.
How long you been at? Since 2000 or 96? I can't remember.
I mean, it's been some time.
Well, it's 6 years. Sorry. So I have to do the math in my head.
For Rich to have a clear conscience, he already failed. So go ahead, Rich.
I'm just saying it's like now we're getting to the point where it's like, okay, you've had your time, you've done your thing. Now, let's have someone else do a thing. And I'm not even saying that in the sense, even if the Republican Party puts somebody else up other than him, but it didn't be like some QAnon conspirator or something.
So, he was senator. He became senator in November. Well, in 2002.
Oh, wow.
2002. He was representative before that. Remember that? I forgot about that. He was a congressman before that, not a senator. I forgot about that. From 90, so the 94 election, he won, and then in 2002 he won, become a senator.
He been sucking dick on taxpayers' money.
God damn it!
What the fuck, man?
No,
because we got rid of that dumbass governor who went to Argentina to fuck his mistress. We got rid of that motherfucker.
Hey man, hey, and you gotta remember, Lindsey Graham took took Strom Thurmond's spot. So pretty much we ain't been doing shit.
Oh, he was sucking his dick too? God damn.
Wait. If you like to donate to Buy Sosa a Filter, we taking donations to Buy Sosa a Filter.
Yeah, but we ain't doing nothing here. We got the people in the middle of the bumfuck Egypt that just keep thinking these people doing something for them. Same situations, same corridor of shame, same shit.
It's that
from there.
It reflects that Eddie Murphy.
Got nothing to do with you. You didn't make it that way. Sorry, Sosa.
No, you good. This kind of reflects that Eddie Murphy, Distinguished Gentleman, where they just vote for the name. That was the campaign speech in the movie. You vote for the name, and it seems like that's all these people have been doing. Like y'all don't.
Well, voting for the name, it was proven with the whole Green thing. You remember when what's his name, Alvin Green, won his seat a few years ago, and it was some dude who could barely speak.
We know that was some BS. We know the Republicans, they act like they didn't push that dude in that spot.
Yeah,
we knew that
was a name that that looked safe, and it looked familiar to everybody, so they voted for the dude. It was the state
newspaper ran that guy off because they knew like something ain't right.
So So let's play devil's advocate on that, because you're saying voting for a name, isn't that technically what the DNC is doing by putting Kamala on the ticket?
Absolutely.
Reputation.
She's one of those people they quote unquote call a rising star, even though it's like she's 50 something, 56.
I mean, but still, like Kamala Harris, like her,
from
like people know who she is based on her name, and I'm not saying, and that's not a negative, but if we're talking about putting people in office based on voting for their name, people know who she is, which is why, like anyone else who, let's say, for example, because Susan Rice gets brought up a lot when we're talking about
Susan Rice.
When we're talking about politics, right? But let's face it, people don't know who she is
because they don't know a lot of jobs and what goes on in government. I've noticed that.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, or people confuse her with Condoleezza for some reason. So, I mean,
how the fuck?
Yeah. I've had people look at me and think I was talking about Condoleezza. I'm like,
right.
No, my.
But see, exactly.
Republican for one.
Right. And that's kind of the point, right?
Yeah.
You cannot distinguish between, a person who has a different political platform. So she's on the ticket because everybody knows she is. She ran she did run a presidential campaign. So there's that.
What real quick, what have we learned from like these I say primaries, but like let's say the pre-primaries, all these debates and stuff? Like, what are we learning from that? Because it's a bunch of pomps and circumstance, but it's never what it is at the beginning to what we get every time. Like Obama didn't poll well at the beginning in January of what year?
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna win.
Yeah, just like Biden was dead, and then South Carolina resurrected his ass. Now
we didn't think Trump ass was gonna win either.
Right,
but that's what we're saying. Like, what I'm trying to think, what swings it now? This late into the game, things haven't swung that much. But like we could still say, like the election in 2016 wasn't a landslide. It was very, very close, and Hillary technically did win. We just got an antiquated system.
And you hear different things. Like I think the thing was a couple months ago, people said that Trump was voted in because they felt that he'd be an easy person to defeat, and that's how.
You talking about the RNC?
Yeah, the RNC. Yeah, he was.
He paved into the shit that they want him to do.
Yeah, is that
what you mean?
Okay. Be an easy person to defeat, and that's how he got in the position he's in now. But it's just
y'all motherfuckers gambling.
He's an egotistical maniac, though. Everybody knew that, except for them, evidently.
Dang, y'all motherfuckers.
That man killed a football league, for Jesus Christ. Man killed a football league. USFL, man, dead because of Trump. Like, that's not even fake. That's a true story. So
no, it's just a 30 for 30 for it.
Yes. Wow. Like, fucked up a lot of millionaires' money because he was a jackass.
Listen, fuck the millionaires. How about the fucking college students that want to go to his fucking college?
That's true. Damn, I forgot about that. Now,
Trump University.
Now, I'm going to be devil's advocate. They're dumb for even wanting to go there.
Yeah. Real quick, back to Richard's statement about name recognition.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, and I agree with the name recognition, that might be the first reason, but wouldn't the second reason be Joe Biden is all the way left, so we need somebody moderate?
No, I don't.
Joe isn't all the way left.
No. No. This is probably the closest thing you can get to a Blue Lives Matter ticket. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Joe is Mr. Moderate.
Yeah. Nah.
I'm just listening to
Kamala is pretty much there.
Yeah, this is probably the most moderate. This is the most moderate ticket that we probably could have seen.
So they're full of shit.
Yeah, this is more. I would say this is more centrist left than to say it's like, like if you put Bernie up there, right, and you needed someone to counterbalance him, then that would probably be Kamala Harris, right?
Yeah, I think this ticket proves that they number crunch. Right, what's their best policy?
Thank you.
Look at it this way: what sector votes very loyal every election and doesn't really swing? Black women. They're 96 to 97% will vote for like one person.
Mm-hmm.
They knew what the fuck they were doing. That's why I said it's like I pretty much was 90% sure Kamala was going to be the person.
And so you're pretty sure that whoever was running Hillary's campaign is not running this shit.
I know
no, they're not. They're not.
No.
They're not involved. I mean, there might be some people, but like at the top, no.
Nah, okay.
Hey, real quick. This suit Obama got on.
Is it a tan suit?
No, I need this blue suit Obama got.
I'll watch it before I go to bed.
I'll watch it after.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and then keep in mind too is that let's face it. What is the one area that the GOP keeps harping on about when it comes to social policy, right? It's law and order. You cannot hit Kamala Harris on that topic and then try to be like, oh, well, she's not tough on crime. It's like, nah, she was a prosecutor.
Yeah. Last week they tried to say she's weak, she's tough. I'm like, which one's gonna be?
Right.
Dude, send me to jail and break open a bottle of wine.
Yeah, which one is gonna be?
Yeah, because I'm one of the because I'm the cartel.
Okay. There ain't no border in San Francisco, but okay.
Anyway, if y'all haven't talked about it, 172,000 dead from corona.
Oh no, we haven't had corona talk.
172,000. We brushed on it, but nothing specific like statistics.
Oh yeah, we did.
Under this presidency, that's a lot. And we had a place to prevent all this.
Quick question, because I thought about it earlier today. So you can pretty much, if you wanted to, you could fib the cases. You can't fib the deaths.
You know what? I will actually say that there is a possibility of that. And let me say it this way, right? Before someone jumps in and be like conspiracy theorists and not. No. Here's the thing: data entry is a problem. So now, can we say that there is? We can say 172,000 people have died from this thing, right? And that's possible. However, just judging from how data is input, one, and then two, the fact that some of the earlier deaths may have been things that could have been similar to what some of the symptoms were. I'd say you can probably offset that number by you could probably impute maybe 10%, right?
Yeah.
15 max. But 170,000, even if you take out 10% of that, that's still over 150.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I'll give you 20,000 of those were just people that they wrote down died from corona.
Correct.
That's still 150,000 people that died from this thing.
So you're talking about underlying health conditions?
There are people that have known family members to go in the hospital for things like, heart attacks and gunshots, but their death certificate says corona.
Right.
So it's been fudged. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's the truth.
That's true. All right.
But it's still a huge amount of people that have died from this when we had things in place that could have prevented a lot of these deaths.
Correct.
The thing I keep thinking about is I remember during one of Trump's earlier press conferences about this thing, and he was talking about how there were 12,000 people that died during the H1N1 pandemic, and I think it was only like 3,000 at the time that were cataloged, and it was like, I think we're doing pretty good. And it's like, you fast forward to now.
Nah, bitch. That was in late February.
Right. Maybe. I think like March, April. Yeah.
That's all I can do.
2020,
bro.
honestly,
I ain't got nothing to say.
That this year is going to be like studied by anthropologists, scientists, biologists for like the next decade to figure out what went wrong.
How the fuck is a double even number so fucked up?
Yeah. The only other year in my life I can really think about a lot happened is maybe 01, maybe.
Yeah.
I felt like that was a long year. Like I was still in high school, went through the summer, and then was my first semester of college, but a lot happened in that year.
Right.
But other than that, Go ahead.
Think about all the positive things people were saying about this year before it hit. Oh, 2020 is the year of vision. This is just
Yeah.
things.
I was about to say the exact word. 2020 can suck. You know what?
We were rooting for you.
We were rooting for you. But it is what it is.
I mean, I got my health. I can't complain.
Yeah.
I mean, I can about external things, but for me, I'm okay.
Right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have not been out of work since this happened. As a matter of fact,
Correct. That's
neither have I.
So it is a blessing, and people are out here thriving and living and doing what they need to do. But
I got a new job.
There are a shit ton of people that are not. So
besides the regular things, is there anything positive that's come out of this for you guys?
A new job
for us personally, or just in general?
Personally, professionally, sexually, I don't care.
I'm not telling you what my I mean, to be honest with you, I believe the job I got wouldn't have been open if this didn't hit and people didn't quit or get fired. So well, people start taking time off work when they shouldn't.
Okay, you're gone. Yeah.
So to be honest with you, it did kind of move me along in life, but it still hurt a lot of people. A lot of people I know personally.
And not to be selfish at all, but I mean, there has been some good things to come out of this. Like I've saved some fucking money.
Yeah. I think everybody's at that point too. Yeah.
But then you spend it on Amazon. So I mean, that is a
no. I didn't. No.
I'm saying people just redirected their spending.
Yeah.
It was on food and going out and buying shit at the mall and all that, but now it's sitting at home.
And I don't let Sosa buy shots when we out.
4 Horsemen.
I'd be like, no.
4 Horsemen. But I mean, things have been closing up at 10 o'clock, and by that time, it's like,
is there any real reason for me to be out still?
No, right. It's like I'm
correct.
Back in
correct. Being home before midnight seems weird, but shoot, it feels refreshing when you wake up.
It's not a bad. It's not a negative.
Yeah, no, but that's why we need to start day drinking.
That's true. I'm not.
Okay, Rich doesn't drink people. You didn't
know. No, Rick's still fun to be around, even if we're inebriated, though.
Oh, of course.
Like some people like Debbie Downers, and I'm like,
nah, right. We need a designated driver. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know why you have to drink.
I'm just playing, Rich. I'm just playing.
I got you talking.
Nah,
but that's I've heard that before. People say that. I don't know why you have to drink to have fun.
I mean, I will say, and that's
you get grown and see how you feel about that.
Dumbass 80s song. We don't have to take our clothes off to have fun. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Oh wow! No! That's funny. No, that was funny. Yeah. I was just trying to remember. I remember it, but yet I don't know every word. And that's
I forget his name, but fuck him.
Yeah, you gotta get slapped. That's just like Just Friends by Music Soul Child. Bullshit.
That's lies.
Hey, I got the audio down on my TV. Speaking of artists, we about to talk about this thing. But I got the audio.
I wanted to add one thing because I know Sosa mentioned about things that came out of COVID. I will have to say that I realized that I love my wife. I know that sounds weird.
You didn't know
but
that.
let me say
edit this, Rick.
No. Let me say let me say it this way, and I mean that not in the sense that you love a person, but it's one thing when you're able to get away from them. And then you come back and you have things to talk about. Whereas now we're in the house together pretty much 16 hours out of the day. Mm-hmm. So, there's not like I can go to work and then do my thing and then come back home. It's like we're in the house. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're in the house together the entire time. And I know some people who honestly have been like, because they never had to be with their spouse that long in the course of a day. Whereas,
I know.
Like people been married for 2 years, don't know who the hell they married to.
Right.
I work around people who seem like they want to be at work all the time.
Oh, I know.
I'm like,
and that's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Man. So I will have to say that like my wife and I we are really good friends, and being in the house together. So like for me, that's been, I guess, the highlight of all of this because we don't have a chance to get away. So kudos to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick to piggyback on that point, for all the married people or people who will be married, my parents are recently retired, and the last 3 years they've been around each other all day long. They love each other, but they hate each other too. So,
but it worked. But for some people, it works differently, though.
You're right. But my point is, everybody needs their time away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me my me time so I can love you again instead of hating you all day. So just
look at you, just sitting there.
Right. Shut up and do something.
What you thinking about? I bet you think about something.
You didn't fully pull that paper towel off the roll. Dumb shit bothering you for no reason.
You know what I'm saying?
You chewing so damn loud.
So
we're gonna get to the dude who likes get his ass eaten.
All right, so Trey Songz peed on. So let me start it. Trey Songz peed on a white girl.
Wait. I was saying, I'm catching up to this.
No, you got to tell the totality of the story. Yeah. It started with the Suns, and then all shows she talked about like Trey Songz as if like, oh yeah, Trey Songz.
Oh
yeah.
Trey Songz
Go ahead and tell it.
Oh no, I didn't catch the gist of it till I was at the gym. I was listening to another show about it, but pretty much it started that the girl was on the No Jumper podcast. Mm-hmm. And I guess she was talking about she was messing around with somebody who works for the Phoenix Suns already. And then evidently 6 players showed up and they all got blown off by her. Like blown off and finished, evidently. And I'm like,
that's okay.
Like not just out. Hey. No, finish. I'm like, that's stamina I don't want to know about.
She did the Wu-Tang spread.
Yeah, exactly.
That's stamina I don't know about. But then they added on the Trey Songz thing came out somewhere to where that went viral later somehow. No. Like because that was viral yesterday. Then the Trey Songz thing like kind of popped off today.
Well, I saw the video when she was talking about I'm gonna tell it, Trey Songz, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
Peed on me or something like that.
Yeah, but why did the Trey Songz thing get viral today while the Phoenix Sun thing was viral yesterday?
Because weird. I think Trey Songz screenshotted his his messages with the white girl.
Yeah.
And put it out there. He's like, y'all believe these birds if y'all want, yada yada. But what he didn't do is edit where old girl kept hitting him up and he ignored it. And then the bitch said, I'll eat your ass. And he said, bottoms up. And she called him the N-word. And
bottoms up.
You know.
Let me think. That sounds trash, by the way. I did not know that, Sosa. Wow.
So he's an idiot. First of all, he's stupid. First of all,
he is.
Well, now, from what I'm hearing now, what's getting out now, what's been out, but I'm just hearing about is that he's like abusive. Like he's emotionally abusive.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't let the girl leave until he was flying out.
And we're talking about Kiki, right?
Well, no, not talking about the Kiki thing. I'm talking about the white girl still. Go ahead.
Yeah, but now Kiki said that I wish people would have listened to me when she said it. Listen to her when she said it. Said she was hiding in the closet from this dude.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, but that was at like a party or something because there was too much crazy stuff going on, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. I don't know.
I gotta go back and watch it, but I remember that, and I'm like, that's weird.
But yeah, this is going to go on for a while longer, maybe. Jesus, why people can't keep their business? I don't know. Now the abusive thing, I have no tolerance for. If you did something like that to somebody, then you deserve some action brought up against you. But the other thing with the white girl, that's just stupid.
That shit is dumb, man.
Yeah,
and you let the girl call you the N-word.
That ain't going down.
What?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Suck my dick.
Well, you used the word dick a lot today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's whatever.
It's in context, I know.
Just like you say hell in the Bible, it's the same shit.
Yeah, I just, for one, the one thing that was glaring to me is that I don't understand why these dudes all mess with these same chicks. I think we've had this discussion before in other episodes. Ooh. Like, why do y'all mess with the same circle of people? I don't understand. There's so many women out here.
The industry heads have this stable, and they just send the stable around.
Yeah,
There's girls that are supposed to do what they're supposed to do and be quiet and move to the next celebrity. I don't think they want them messing with random women.
That shit is
And
weird.
It's not random. I mean, I get it. It's random, but I don't know, man. Listen. You keep passing around Kylie Jenner, and it's like, all right. Did you not see her baby pictures? Like, she's ugly. So I don't know.
That's not the point.
It's not nice.
I'm
I
sorry.
got toxic masculinity.
Huh?
I said I'm spilling over with toxic masculinity. That's rude.
That's just masculinity. What the fuck? Just because. Wait a minute. I just called her ugly. How is that toxic masculinity?
Because everybody's beautiful in somebody's eyes.
I mean, that's
Shut the fuck up.
that's also true with sea urchins.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. That just happened.
Listen, my point is, and Izzo's right. Like, the NFL has a circle, and like, here, you can have her this week. You have her this week. NBA got the same circle.
Yeah, because those same chicks, I swear, be with a different NBA player.
Celebrities have a circle.
Yeah.
It's like, so we're just passing.
And I don't put it on the chicks. My thing is like, if you gonna come up, you gonna come up. I just don't get the dudes doing the dumb shit. Like, they're gonna run and talk. They're gonna take pictures of you sleep. Like, we see all this stuff all the time, and yet they still
Right. You remember when we had
I ain't mad at the chicks at all.
No, I'm not. I remember we had we was talking about I think it was on the podcast. We was talking about Kyrie. He was on the Cavs still.
Okay.
And he had a selfie or a snap with Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
Who at the time we knew was talking.
Oh, she was kissing and telling everything.
Right. Why you put yourself in that position? That's on you.
Yeah, right. I agree. I wouldn't even be around you. Can I take a pic? Nope. Y'all ever seen that clip of Go ahead. You ever seen that clip of Jerry Seinfeld where what's the girl? Kesha wants to hug him. He goes, she's like, hey, can I get a hug? No thanks. Hey, for real, blah, blah, I'm such a no thanks. No thanks. You don't want to be involved.
Yeah.
And walked away from her.
Wow.
That's how they need to be. No thanks. He
And
kind of
that's
smiled
Jerry
at her.
Seinfeld,
Yeah.
like, past his prime.
On the red carpet. No thanks.
Yeah, he's already played the game. He already knows.
That's the way it happens. And then Mia Khalifa, I think that's how she stays relevant because I don't know if you guys are on Snapchat.
Yeah, it all of a sudden started putting her on my little snap thing at the bottom.
Always on that little story part.
Yeah, I took it off. I'm like, I don't look at you.
Yeah, so
Algorithm.
she's doing something to stay relevant. I mean, she can't be my algorithm because I've never looked her up. I don't even think
no, they push people in there.
Yeah,
I think they pay money for them to be pushed there, or somebody pushes them there. It makes no sense.
And you click it once and you're done.
Yeah, because the Kardashians, all of them used to do that. And I'm like, no, dude, know how I feel about them. No, yeah, so they don't pop up on mine anymore.
And Rob checked me about 2-3 months ago about Kardashian.
Rob Kardashian?
No. Our Rob checked me about 2-3 months ago about the Kardashians, and apparently they're trying to help C Murder get free.
Getting some more clout. Getting some more clout out here. I see.
I can get that, but he shouldn't be in jail.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware of that.
I get that. I don't want to hear him rap no fucking more though.
Hey man, if he get out, man, let him have his music. That's the least we can do.
I just fucked up the whole agenda, huh?
No, not really. I mean, I'm not a big fan of really anybody that was on No Limit, so don't feel bad.
Wait, you didn't like Mystical? I like Mystical.
Well, he technically was on Jive, but I know what you mean.
You know what? And I had this conversation with somebody the other day, and they were talking about No Limit. Tell Mark what C Murder did in a second, but we were talking about No Limit, and I said I don't like No Limit. I never did like No Limit, but there's a part, there's a place for them in hip hop history.
Yeah,
I don't like their music. Then I said Mystical was the only one I liked, but he really wasn't on No Limit. And then they wanted to argue me down about him being a part of No Limit, but he
was part of him for a short time.
Yeah, but he really wasn't.
He was like Spider-Man in the Avengers, right? Kind of.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
Came in and did what he had to do and went and did his own thing. He had his own movies going on.
Mm-hmm.
So what did C Murder do? What was he blamed for?
Allegedly, and I think some of the evidence was fucked with, but he allegedly killed a 16-year-old at a club 10 years ago, give or take. Like I said, they probably fucked the evidence up, and he shouldn't be there. You know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Nobody who shouldn't be in jail should be in jail, regardless of whether we like their music, they like them as a person, yada yada. But if you're not supposed to be there, what the fuck? You're not supposed to be there.
Yeah, I get you, but perfect transition. But I guess he's supposed. Oh wow, I never knew that. Yeah, I mean, most of the people that's in jail that's celebrities. To be honest with you, when somebody says there's a hip hop or star or a black celebrity in jail, I rarely ever know why.
Oh,
most of the time it's wrong place, wrong time type shit.
No, I mean, New York
a lot of times is them being dumbasses. But go ahead, what?
I said New York was big on that because they had the hip hop police back in the day. Mm-hmm. So they would just post up and be like, "Oh, look, DMX driving. We know he got a suspended license. Get him."
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you just on surveillance on big names, and you be like, "Well, you fucking up. We got you." You know, DMX. You know you're not supposed to be driving, motherfucker. But you go on drive.
Right.
I can imagine stopping you. You got me.
Right. I ain't got no registrate. Here, take my ID.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's like when you're a celebrity, I guess you're used to doing dumb shit, or you think you're gonna get over. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because that one dumbass Seattle Seahawks rookie, he needed shit slapped out of him.
Oh yeah, dumbass. Oh, dumbass.
He tried to have sex with somebody. He snuck her into the hotel and
in Seahawks garb.
Wait,
really?
Oh no!
Oh, y'all didn't know about that?
Oh my god!
Yeah, he was like he was a non-drafted
dressing you could ever see.
The what?
The blandest ranch dressing you would ever see.
Oh, you talking about the chick you showed the other day? It was like, is this?
Oh, I didn't know she was of that perspective.
Oh yeah,
she was like you remember when I said, Jason, if I said something and I slap you and you get splotchy or some shit, she gets splotchy.
Oh.
Yeah, she was not a pretty woman.
Automatically in my mind, I'm thinking it's a bad black chick, but no. I don't live in those circles.
Oh no.
I don't live in those circles. Evidently, it's like whatever's easy.
I don't know. She almost looked like Russell Wilson's first girlfriend when he got drafted.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah, because I'm like, Russell, you do better than that.
Y'all are mean. It's about the character. It's the content of the character.
Russell is living his best life right now. That's all
what they used to say when we were growing up. Oh, she has a great personality. Oh, she's ugly. Okay, got it.
Yep, pretty much.
Whoa.
Y'all ever had somebody like try to link you with somebody and they say that? And I'm like, so you gonna feed me that line first? I go no. Yeah, I go no.
I think that was one of the worst blind dates I ever been on. Was with somebody who I was told that to. Oh, she's funny. Uh-oh.
You know what, Brian? Hey, Brian, look at it this way, man. Look at it this way. At least they didn't lie to you. I
mean, was she funny though?
No, yeah.
Aw. She wasn't funny.
It was a horrible thing. Well, I'm already like emotionally shut down when I see her. And I think that was the last time I've done a blind date. I think everybody should do them when they're single just so they can see how this thing works. And you can understand
I've never been on one.
Why would you traumatize somebody?
It's blind dates are the devil. Like nobody should do these after they do them once or twice. And they don't work out. Because it's always somebody who the people you hang with think would be best for you.
Then you go, what do you think of me?
Right. Exactly.
You saying I'm ugly?
You can trust your friends for a lot of things. You can trust your friends for a lot of things, but pairing you up sight unseen is not one of them.
Here's how you should play it. Let yourself be around them and then not let each other know until afterwards. That let it be that way. Oh, them.
Right.
Let it be that way.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You
Let
can't
it be
do
that
it
way.
off pictures.
No.
Because I know some people would take great pictures and you'd be like, what happened?
That is true. That is very true.
And I'm ugly regardless. So,
nah, you're just short.
And I'm short. That damn, I forgot.
You make up for it in volume.
I forgot what you supposed to
loud. Huh?
Oh, I'm loud?
Shut up, so don't act brand new to this part. What you're about to say?
One of these guys on the chat posted it. He said the meme said dude 5'8" and the girl's 5'3".
Oh, that's me.
You're too short. Man, I'm taller than you.
Dang, yeah, I've had that happen before. I'm like, I'm 5'10", 5'11". Yeah, I'm 5'11". I'm like, okay, all right, cool.
I know,
I'm still trying to meet that person who says that and then yet have been in like or still in a successful relationship. But I'll wait.
Wow.
Earwig. Sorry, earwig.
Why are you laughing, Rich?
I'm just laughing because all this is hilarious.
Rich, the subject, man, I ain't got no problems.
Right. You know what, man? I'm not gonna lie. I was walking through Target today, and I happened to think about the fact that like I don't have to do any of this anymore because you walk through the mall or not the mall, walking through the store, and you see people all wearing masks, right? And you're like, oh man, this has got to be tough for folk right now because you don't know what people look like.
Man.
You have zero. Like, well, one, you don't want to risk catching something, literally, and then two, it's just like everything's fine. Could be fine, nose up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm with Rich. I'm happy
look like
I don't have to put up no false pretenses. I
could like a Koopa Trooper, like that picture, the chick that had her teeth shaved off for her veneers.
Oh my God!
Didn't she like a Koopa Trooper from Super Mario Brothers movie?
Lord.
Hey man,
that's what
you
she
know
looked
what?
like.
Hey, why?
Or a Goomba, or Koopa Trooper, one of them.
Why are you playing, man? But that's honestly how they do it.
Is it a Goomba? A Goomba is the one that had those teeth look like that in that movie.
Yeah.
No, they have to file your teeth down.
Yeah,
and then they put the veneers and stuff over it. Yeah,
I
man.
can't tell you no characters off of Star Wars, but I remember Super Mario ones. What's that?
Introduce me to one dentist you don't want to punch.
Yeah, that would be it. Or you out here with razor blades.
I want to smack the shit out of every dentist I've ever been around, and it's not their fault. It's just
yeah, dentists don't know like pain. Like I swear, like they be just crunching your teeth when they clean it and do stuff. I'm like, really, bro? Like I can bite down on you right now. Because just in my recent years, they put the thing to keep your mouth open when they do stuff, and I'm like,
yeah,
you really feeling safe with all that? Because if I bite down,
that's a fucking rap.
Yeah, real.
Mask fishing is real. I ain't gotta worry about that shit.
What's mask fit? Oh.
You don't really know how to
oh man, that's cool. That's great.
I don't know what I would rather go to if I was single. Would you rather go back to mass fishing or go back to the days when it was so smoky in the clubs where you couldn't see anybody's face?
Dude,
I don't miss that period.
Wait a minute.
That was like 02, 03. I remember the last days before no smoking was a thing.
You know what?
Was it that late?
Yeah.
I remember being in college, going like random restaurants in the Vista where they had smoking sections. I remember that. Like it really mattered.
Right.
You know what? I'll be honest. In given those two options, I'd say I'd take smoking over mass fishing.
Because rich don't drink.
That's also a fair point.
I got asthma. I hate smoke.
But I mean, the only reason why I'm saying that though is because at least if you walk out the place and you can actually catch the true silhouette, you can just walk the other way and keep moving.
That's true. All I want to say, girl, you got some nice eyes. So Rich knows the rest of that.
Man.
Rich knows the rest of that. 'Cause all I can see is your eyes. So there you go.
That's crazy, man. That's I don't know, man.
Yeah. Kamala's talking now.
You remember how fucked up? I don't know. I don't know the age group of our audience, but smoking sections were stupid.
It didn't make a lot of sense.
Do you remember smoking sections in airplanes?
No.
No.
I didn't
flew.
fly.
First time I flew was post
Wait,
9/11, and that was there.
You know what's funny is that they still have, even though every airline at this point has banned smoking, they still have the same light fixtures that tell you can't smoke.
Oh yeah, because planes last a long time, so
Right.
they still using planes from a while back, so that makes sense.
That shit doesn't make sense.
Cause shoot, there's more maintenance put on the plane than there is vehicles, so like shoot, them suckers run forever.
What's going on, Rob?
We've been on some of them old crop dusters, so
Yes, sir.
What's the subject? But yeah, smoking sections anywhere was dumb. I mean, that's like I don't know.
Because let's say there's a smoking section here, and you get seated right next to him.
That was the original version of social distancing.
Man, and then let's take it back a step. I think we talked about this in the chat. Beer nuts. Like
that's disgusting.
Oh, that's never coming back. Ever.
I've never seen that before.
Well, I'm old enough to have seen it. And it's like you putting your hands, 3 people are putting their hands in one bowl to grab beer nuts. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I just saw you walk out of the bathroom and didn't wash your hands. Nope.
Yeah,
Think about it like this. All my smoking crowd, like people who smoke weed, I never understood this, even when I used to be around and watch dumbasses do it in high school. How y'all pass this blunt around to like 6, 7 dudes and y'all joking about the ugly girl he messed with? What?
Wait. The ugly girl didn't have herpes. It was a pretty girl that had herpes.
But no, I'm just saying, y'all still putting your mouth on the same blunt.
Oh, yeah.
I just didn't get it. Oh, somebody was like, "Oh, the fire burns it. The fire gets it." No, because if that's the case, the outside of it would be too hot.
It's not on fire.
Thank you. You ain't smoking out the other side of it.
Hey, anybody who ever told
disgusting
that the fire, that's a damn lie.
Lies.
Yeah. I'm sorry for anybody who does that, but just think about that next time.
People who smoke weed are the smartest motherfuckers on the planet. Nah, you ain't gonna tell them that they don't know the science of smoking weed and germs because they know.
I'm just only. I have a rule. I only drink behind you if I didn't kiss you in the mouth. That's it. That's my rule. Drink behind you, something like that, and kiss you in the mouth. That's it.
Man, chickies still don't drink behind me.
Because you got a dirty mouth. Still, so. I wouldn't drink behind you either. For real. That's the only time I ever drink behind people. If we on that level, that's it.
Right.
People sharing bombs. Yeah.
But think about it. Even at the club, they got the tips for the hookah. It's been that way.
Right.
So
I was watching Half Baked the other day, and I was like, yo, y'all really sharing that. Wow.
Yeah, man.
We're still during the AIDS era, and y'all sharing it. Great. Bet.
Yeah, that was 96. That's AIDS was still a thing. I'm about to say a couple years before that, I was watching Real World with Pedro on there, and not that long before that.
I have no idea what you're saying.
You never seen Real World?
Man, I don't watch that bullshit.
But I can't believe that show lasted before I was even a teenager. I had to be 12 or 13 when that first show, when that show first started. And I wanted to be on the show so bad, but I was too young. And it lasted until I was too old to be on the show.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen,
Make you
that was the beginning of reality TV, and I didn't want no part.
Yep.
I watched it religiously. Well, probably not until the Los Angeles year. I think that was the second year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was then and then San Francisco. And then London was horrible. I remember London was like the fourth year.
When was Chicago?
Ooh, that's later. That's well later. That might be college for me, maybe. I think.
What was in college?
Chicago. The one in Chicago was that? When was that?
Oh,
later?
I don't know. I stopped watching it after.
I think New Orleans was the last full one I watched. And if y'all remember the great song that came from it, I'll give you a shiny $1.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Little baby tonight. Gonna be my baby tonight.
Something with those other thugs.
It was so stupid.
Gonna be my baby tonight.
The only shit I watched like that was off the Chappelle Show.
Yeah. Oh boy, that thing took me out. That dude swore he was something. I'm like, oh my god. It was that might have been the last full season I watched. I remember the one with Coral on there. No, I did see a couple episodes. The one with The Miz was on there. Because The Miz, he was on Real World. You knew that. Everybody knew that.
No, I didn't know that shit. Listen,
so you might be the last person on earth that did not know The Miz came from that.
I'm gonna
because he had a wrestling persona on there.
I give a fuck about wrestling. Listen, after MTV Raps, I give a fuck about MTV.
Yeah, man. MTV got better after that.
Right.
I can't.
Until like the teeny pop era happened. I was like, man. Like it was all in sync. Matter of fact, I was at the gym. They played LFO was on. I was like, oh no.
No, goddamn well, I ain't watching that shit.
No, you were grown. You were grown by then. That was probably 98, 99.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, no,
I'm about to say I was in the midst of high school. That's all was on.
How about
used to watch The Basement. We used to come on at 4:00. Right when I came on, Rap City was coming on.
I think that was terrible.
I'm just laughing on this because it's like, yo, MTV Raps. I don't know. It's like the show was good, but I'm wondering who made that title.
Rob, I like that. What'd you say?
I think if we're being honest, Freddy. I think Fat Five Freddy had a hand in the creation of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, this is 88, 87-ish.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we got to get your attention. We can't just say MTV. We got to say, because at the time, everything was fucking Def Leppard, fucking Bon Jovi, George Michael, whatever the fuck they was playing at the time.
Right.
So we got to get your attention. And, now Rap City came around about a year later, and that shit was great, but it was like 2 videos and then 5 minutes of commercials.
Right.
I mean, they had to make money for the show. I get it. But goddamn.
Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'd be going on tangents. Sorry.
No, you're good. But MTV is projects needs to be go ahead and be canceled.
Well, dude, all they talk about is crazy.
Who?
Nah, it still makes money. It's just pointless.
It's not music television no more.
No, VH1 was Video Hits 1, and it doesn't show any music. I don't know if they show even an hour of music in the week, even if it's like 4:00 in the morning. I don't even think they do it.
You don't need it.
Really?
You honestly don't even need it anymore.
MTV every now and then, but like VH1, I know does nothing. Yeah, that's why they have those little offshoot channels that you can't even get on your basic cable. You got to have like all the other channels. I'm like,
pay for it.
I mean, everybody just goes to YouTube now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but my thing is, there will still always be a market of, oh, that's kind of dope, where you're not really searching for something.
You know what? I think they're missing? You remember True TV used to be Court TV.
Yes. Correct. I remember
People will watch that shit.
Yeah, I used to watch Court TV.
Yeah, they will watch it now, though. I feel like they would watch Court TV now.
I would. Court stuff was interesting to me.
That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Like True TV, man. Is it still True TV anymore? Didn't it change?
I have no idea. It was 40 and 99 saying.
Oh, you just saw that. I was about to say,
nah, man. I was 22 in 1999.
Oh no, True TV is still a thing. I'm sorry. I thought it wasn't.
Yeah, they got the Impractical Jokers and yada yada.
Oh, I'm thinking of Spike. Spike is no longer a channel. That's what I was
right.
thinking. Spike is something else.
Oh.
Spike is Paramount Network. That's what it is.
What the fuck is that?
Something owned by Paramount?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what I was trying to remember. Yeah, because remember, that was technically the Nashville network. That's what I remember.
I ain't watching People's Court.
Judge Wapner?
Mm-hmm.
And then it was the former mayor of New York was the one before it went off the air, and then came back with the dude from TMZ.
I'm not watching none of them shits.
I used to like the look. I used to wonder if the people in the courtroom could hear when the guy was talking and how they didn't laugh. Like Sue and Brian or his cow pen breaking open. And his
I used to like when the text came in.
Grass. This is some bullshit.
There you go. I love that.
Why do we
remember every show did an episode where somebody went to the People's Court. Every show.
But okay.
I couldn't be in the audience for that shit.
Anybody got any shotgun topics? Anything they needed to get off their chest? Anything they wanted to redact?
Dame Lillard is a bad motherfucker. That's all I got to say.
Dame Lillard? Oh man,
bad motherfucker. Shut your
listen. And a lot of people, and I'm not a LeBron fan. I like him, but I'm not a fan. But a lot of people talking shit. It's like, y'all realize Dame Lillard is a bad dude. Like, y'all talking about, oh, he's 0-1 against Portland. Portland's not a punk right now. Like,
right.
You got to give him that credit. He lost to a good team, and the series ain't over yet. So what the fuck are y'all talking about?
I don't even know of the sports, and I can respect that. So I'm just saying.
Rob.
Why are so many people waiting for the Lakers to lose? What is going on?
Because in some ways, I say in some ways, it's almost a reflection of when Miami bought all their guys together, like the super team.
You're a Suns fan?
I didn't know you were a Suns fan, but they did good in the bubble.
Yeah, they did good in the bubble. They did good outside the bubble as well.
But the one thing is, LeBron, he says some shit that irks some people. Like, not too long ago, he said something about the bubble. He's like, it's hard to play in the bubble. Like, he's the only one there. All of these teams are there with you. So they're dealing with the same shit you're dealing with. So it's like, come on, man. Don't make them built-in excuse for you not winning a chip because you're in the bubble, because everybody else is there with you.
Right.
So he be saying some shit that I'd be like, man, come on, man. But as a talent, I mean, he's great.
Can't take that away from him.
No, you can't take it away from him. But you know, that's that. My other thing is Trump talking about canceling Goodyear, and at the same time talking shit about cancel culture. Cancel culture.
I don't know what culture means.
Sure. Why that girl snitch on herself sucking? Yo, we can talk about that, man.
Yeah, you missed that. That. But why? We don't know why. It's a different crowd out here, bro.
Hey, listen. Hey, T-Mobile, if you get a chance, watch and me and Rich can attest to this. Watch Tom Segura on Netflix.
Ball hog.
Listen, he's got a top-notch Wu-Tang joke that reflects that. And you laugh. I promise you're going to laugh your ass off.
That is
Hey, listen, and the way pop culture goes right now, mobile and guys, this girl came out and outed herself for doing this to all the Suns team and whatever happened with Trey Songz. I guarantee you will see her face again and again and again for the next month or so. This
I was
is
gonna
how
say,
you get famous.
Yeah, wait. But if you're famous for a month, is that worth it?
She might get her a little what's the clothing thing I was talking about?
Fashion Nova.
She might get her a little Fashion Nova contract. You know,
I mean,
get her a little podcast or whatever.
It's funny. I was watching.
She'll be famous.
I was watching our old podcast from last year. I think I told you guys, and we were talking about Lil Nas X, and nobody talk about him no more.
Oh yeah.
And remember,
he still pops up on stuff, but I don't.
I mean,
if he has music, it's kind of hard for me to know because
not like
you know it. Oh yeah.
Right. She thinks she put in.
I don't think there's been a song that popular in like recent history, to be honest with you. So I don't think it's kind of hard to live up to that. That kind of sucks to be that popular at the gate.
It's just, and I mean, he had what's his Billy Ray Cyrus did a song with him. Like a legend did a song with you, and you still ain't popping.
Hey, use that word loosely.
Wait, so Billy Ray Cyrus isn't a country legend? Oh, I'm sorry.
Not the country people. I've never heard them say that.
I don't know. I don't talk to them.
In pop country terms.
Oh, country.
No, actually pop country terms. He's a legend, but not like there's nobody driving in their Chevy plowing the fields or the
Correct. That's what I mean.
Listening to Billy Ray Cyrus.
I don't know that because I don't give a fuck about that culture. So
that's just like saying, "Oh man, Nelly's a legend," and I'm like, all right,
Nelly been around for a while, so
hits don't equal legend for me.
Yeah.
Hey, so speaking of that, real quick, I know we're at 107. I saw it on Instagram earlier, and there was backlash about it. Not sure what you expected, but he got a couple hits. Oh, I didn't know that. So
I know he got that.
That's me talking ignorant because
I know he got a song called Panini that was popular, but that was right after Old Town Road.
It was.
Other than that, I don't know.
But then I need to shut the fuck up because I don't know what I'm talking about.
You're 40, remember?
Well, I'm 45, 44, but whatever.
Yeah, anyway, you turned 45 in November, so get it right.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, so somebody said, numbers wise, I forgot who it was. Numbers wise, Drake is ahead of Michael Jackson.
Yes, he is.
And there was backlash, probably because nostalgia, yada yada. So you agree he's ahead of Michael Jackson?
I'm talking about like statistically.
Talking about are you talking now? What when they said numbers? What are you referring to? Album sales or?
See, I didn't go into deep. I didn't go into.
Might be songs on the top 100. I know now for number one hits. Maybe I'm not 100% sure, but I know like songs charting. I know he passed that a couple years back.
But what does that mean? That just means people listening to streaming.
Correct. I think that's skewed.
So that could be manipulated.
Very skewed.
Yeah.
I don't even think the manipulating part is, but like what? And I'll use Nicki Minaj for example. I hate to like always kill her, but a lot of her songs will get this quick popularity because people kind of want to see what it is, and they'll hit number one based on the fact everyone wants to see what it is. But it takes a precipitous drop when people go, I don't really care. Mm-hmm. And yet it still hit number one, but it's like it didn't have a lifespan. It really didn't. It was no build. It's just pop up and be number one now. Like there's no build. Like back then you had a rollout. You had this. It bubbles a little bit. It's like, man, I kind of heard that song at 7:00. That thing kind of hard. Then about 3-4 weeks later, man, you heard that song, and then it gets number one, and then it lasts. A lot of shit just come and go now. So I kind of think Drake is in that realm. Sometimes songs last a while for him too.
I think And you know, I'm not a fan of his.
Oh,
But influentially, if influential wise, you can't put him up there.
Oh, he has a lot of influence.
Cause I don't like. There was a lot of hate when somebody. I forgot who it was. Somebody said
This is
that
weird.
they just ripped his ass.
That's weird coming from you because I'm used to you here saying "fuck Drake."
Oh, I mean, when I say fuck Drake, it's hip hop.
There you go.
It's strictly hip hop. Like
Rob, that's real. And I know you know that from working where you work. I know that. Yeah. I was trying to break that down to somebody today. There's a formula for a lot of these artists. That's like Post Malone makes a lot of money off of a formula.
Do you know how
Genius broke that shit down? I'm like, you really a piece of shit, and I never liked you. Now I hate you.
it takes about 15 minutes. It takes about 15 seconds to figure out if the song is good anyway.
Right.
But
yeah. Well, like for me, it takes me 10 to 15 seconds to know what I'm listening to before I hit like dislike, don't ever play again.
Right. If we hit that downvote.
Yeah, that ain't a stream for me. But that's why I said it's BS. It's BS.
Yeah, the streaming thing destroyed music, to be honest with you, in my opinion. I mean, look, when we started the podcast, I found a site where you could buy 1,000 streams. You know,
like
for
you
like
just found out on your own. Think about what a corporation can do.
Right.
That's why I don't. When somebody says, "Oh, this person got 1 million streams," I'm like, okay, cool. Who actually listened to the song? Who actually liked the song?
I agree with Rob. What Rob just said.
I think Michael Jackson would kill because he would have dance videos out. He could make shit go popping.
I'm just to put this out here. Thriller was basically a album composed of singles.
Thank you.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? That when people do that now, he killed them for it.
Which is actually the goal of every artist. They want that.
Right. Every song was a single. So
that song with Paul McCartney by itself would have got crazy.
Right.
And that's almost an afterthought in a little way on that album.
Right. Yeah, that's
a good point, Sosa. That song is kind of like an afterthought.
Right, because that was on the B side of that was on the second side of the album.
Damn. What's that? No, not what song is it? Sorry.
The Girl Is Mine.
The Girl Is Mine.
No, because I was thinking of another song that they had. I was thinking of Say is
the other song.
Yeah. Sorry.
The Girl Is Mine.
So I mean that'll never happen again. Ever.
Nope.
In my opinion. I mean, maybe it's come close, maybe a couple times with somebody's albums.
You know, like in our community, I'm not gonna lie, Confessions was pretty damn close.
Yeah.
I mean, not in the grand scheme of thing of super pop, but it did get popular. But like Confessions one and only, I'm like, damn.
It didn't have a video though.
What didn't have a video?
Well,
no. I'm talking about the album, not just the song.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about
the song did have a video. It had a video.
I mean, but like, I guess on the scale of Thriller,
yeah. But when I think of like I can't really call a lot of his stuff R&B, but like Confessions to me, but there might be rock or something else out there. Confessions to me, like you go back and remember like the songs, like all these songs were damn near playing on the radio at some point, even if they weren't officially singles.
Did that have Lovers and Friends on it?
No, the deluxe edition did. When he put it out later, it did.
Because they actually tried it again. They got a song out now together. Him, Ursha, John, and Luda got another song out together.
That song was
trying
hard.
to hit that lightning again.
That song was hard.
It was Lovers and Friends. And what was the other song they did together? What was the one they did before that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, was before or after?
Yeah,
remember because remember they said Ursha, John, and Luda had to do it again, so there was something before that. It must have been
Well, you gotta remember, came out like a long time, not long, but it came out well before the album came out. So it kind of feels like it ain't on the album sometime, even though it is.
Yeah,
I remember it came out around like holiday time, and then I'm like, "What the hell is this?" Because I was confused with rapping and singing at the time. Still, I know that sounds stupid. I agree. If y'all ever watch that documentary on Netflix, man, he is really like the Forrest Gump of music.
I was about to say
He is legit the Forrest Gump of music. He's been through, like, think about it. Like, he's been through like Ray Charles up to now, for the most part, and even other stuff.
You don't like the song T-Mobile, I guess. I think it's one of them ones that's gonna slowly grow on you.
What's gonna grow on you?
They got some song Sex Beat.
No, that Sex Beat. I'm about to say I don't think it's bubbling no more because they put it out right after the T-Pain Lil Jon verses, which that was a very good verses. That was the only one I watched in its entirety.
That's a terrible era.
No, it wasn't.
What was the terrible era? The Lil Jon era?
Man, come on.
It was fun.
Okay.
When did you have kids again? When did you have kids again? What year did you have kids?
What year did I have kids? 2000.
Yeah, you weren't in these streets. That's why.
Yeah,
that's a lie.
Oh, damn. I was trying to save you.
Well,
I was in these streets. Fuck my kids.
My thing is, if Lil Jon came out in the 90s and we're fighting every weekend in the club, I'm down. Middle 2000s, I'm like, I just want to drink and have fun. If we fight after the club, that's cool. But during the club, nah.
You know you done got old in the club when you start worrying about a liquor license. Nigga, if y'all fight again, we're gonna lose his liquor license.
I'm not worried about that.
At a point,
I don't want to BYOB because if somebody think they're gonna drink out of my bottle, and I don't know you, I might come across your head after I finish.
Because that's why they got handles.
It's a reason why it wasn't released. You make a good point. Yeah. I liked it, but I mean, of course, I never listened to it again either. So, what does that show you?
I mean, I don't. Whatever.
It came on a couple times on the radio. The that WAP song came on one of the satellite radios that dubs their music.
Here we go.
What the fuck? Why would you even try to play that on an edited radio station? That was pointless.
On an edited?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, it was just.
Well, Brian, to that point, real quick, and you grew up in the same era I grew up.
You old.
Everybody. So the way you say everybody talking about sex, everybody in our era was talking about how they slang dope. Same shit. It just different ways to do it.
And my thing is, and like I said, it doesn't bother me that that's what you're singing about. I don't care. I'm just tired of hearing the same songs over and over again.
But that's what we was doing in the 90s.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, back then I was like, okay, you a gangbanger, you killing niggas, rap about something else.
Okay, I wasn't, but okay.
But it's just a repetition. Go ahead.
My thing is, I mean, we'll take it back to the 80s with movies. Everything was a slasher flick, but everybody had their own twist to it.
Yeah, but all the slasher flicks had titties in them, so it was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but when you get older and you already had titties on your face, now you be like, yeah, I can still watch this shit, and I like this, I like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind going back and watching.
Tired of titties. I don't think I can ever get tired of titties.
Thank you. Say it again. Put that shit on the screen. Thank you. Exactly.
Oh, wait, I'm confused. Why did we say that?
Because Brian is saying he's tired of hearing WAP, different versions of WAP. What I was saying and what Mobile's saying, but in like, well, slanging dope or having sex or whatever, like there's different versions of whatever. Jodeci was saying, suck me and fuck me 5 different times.
Yeah, but at the same time, Jodeci was out. You had a Boyz II Men, you had a Shy, you had a H-Town, you had all these different R&B groups singing about different ways to do R&B.
They're saying the same thing though.
But they were all doing it differently.
Right. Boys to Men was the only one saying friend zone, and everybody else was saying suck me.
Ooh,
I did
wow.
not expect this to fuss this
You
late in the
walked
episode,
into
but-
that one. I
I
saw
knew he
where
was
that
gonna
was
do
going.
it. I knew he was gonna do it.
Oh man,
But-
you asked for that.
Damn it.
Yo, dead
all
ass
I'm saying
Babyface
is-
wrote so many damn
I
songs.
think all I'm saying, my point is, female MCs are so versatile and so amazing, and they have to be so much better than male MCs. But when they get into mainstream hip hop, they're pigeonholed into sex music, and that's all they can do.
I agree, and that's the record executive. That's not on the artist.
Like I said, I don't care about you putting the music out like that. I personally want to hear female hip hop artists rap about different things and be able to be more versatile.
I get that.
Yeah. So I mean, whop all you want, whop babaloo babalop, god damn it, do. I don't care. I would I understand it sells mobile, but that shouldn't be the way it is. And the only reason it's selling is because there's somebody behind the scenes pulling the strings of hip hop. It ain't us.
No. I don't know if y'all remember Jay-Z, like early 2000s, he supposedly retired. But he would put mixtapes out in somebody else's name. Like he would use a different name. And he said, no disrespect to the Roots, but I can't do their numbers because I got to sell. And I get that. But you know what I mean? Like I'd rather have Reasonable Doubt Jay than Blueprint Jay. That's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah.
I get you guys mostly were raised on Blueprint. But Reasonable Doubt Jay is dope.
Joe on stage like, where the hell am I?
Who?
Joe.
He doesn't know where he's at. He think he in New Hampshire.
Yeah, Joe in here.
Yeah,
it's over now. They just finished it. Kamala was speaking for like 40 minutes.
It's funny. We was talking that shit about McCain when he went up against Obama in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And we like, McCain's too old. He's not gonna do yada 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 yada. And that motherfucker ended up living another 8 to 10 years, 8 years, give or take.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have had his he would have had 2 terms. And we like, nah, he's old.
No, you can't say that because he didn't have 2 terms. I mean, he didn't live 8 years of a presidency or a vice presidency. So you don't know what kind of stress the presidency would have put on him. And it probably had 8 years.
But he would have at least worked the 1 term.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be a man, Rob. This is gonna. I said it earlier. It's gonna be a step below the Special Olympics of presidential elections. Did I slurred like a motherfucker?
Oh shit!
Let's end this now.
Let me take another drink.
He's like,
I was staring at the screen like, what's going on right now? You can't talk about Sleepy Joe no more.
Right.
Anyway, if you want to,
yes, wrap it up, B.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. If you want
Wrap that gavel up, B.
If y'all listen to shows, we put the link tree up. The link tree was created by Izzo.
Can you put it up at the bottom?
Can I put it up here?
Nah, I don't
Can
know.
you put the link in the chat so I can put it up here? And
Dude,
see if
you gotta rephrase.
Okay.
You gotta rephrase, man. Rephrase that shit.
What link tree?
I gotta put it up.
I ain't gotta put shit up, man.
Anyway, so if you want to watch, I'm about to put the link for all the podcast outlets up at the bottom of the screen. You can copy and paste and save this link here. I'm kind of buying myself some time.
If you follow me by any chance, I got it right there. I got it in my profile.
Well, I'm about to put it up in a second. It's gonna stream at the bottom. So the this is going to have all of the access points to our podcast on it. And I'll put it up on my Facebook page again. And if you guys would put it up on your individual Facebook pages, that would be dope. And share it whenever you can, and YouTube and Twitter and stuff.
Tell them you almost back 100%. Tell them.
I got a
yeah. I got like 5 more shows to put up, and we'll be operating at 100% with past shows. I've been working on this thing all day.
I swear to God, we working on a website, and I don't know what
we're
I'm
doing a lot.
Yeah, we doing stuff. I promise you. To do better things. Because we got a lot more time in 2020.
Yeah, because we're fucking quarantined.
They like me go outside. Well, damn, I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Shit. Shut up, Rich.
I need to friend the rest of you guys.
I guess he's talking about on Facebook. Rob, I can tell you, if you're on Instagram or Twitter, Rob, I need to follow you because I'm never on Facebook, only for the show.
Go to Instagram. I don't say shit on Facebook.
Yeah.
I got a security clearance on Facebook. I ain't got a security clearance on Instagram.
Hey, security clearance guy, his Instagram is I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, I just saw in the chat that Obama went in that ass.
Oh, we know. I'm gonna watch it before I go to sleep tonight.
Okay, cool. Because I want to see the transcript.
Let me see. I'm gonna put it in this banner here.
I didn't ask for you.
Any early podcast? I got money now. Create a banner. Doop 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 doop.
I guess next time you could leave it up during the show.
You know, we talk shit about Siri and Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
Google be on some bullshit sometimes.
Wait, no, not in comparison though. Not to them.
Google just got rid of their Google Play Music.
I didn't say nothing about OK Google, and my phone wanted to fucking talk to me. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, you were slurring a lot, so I mean, it kind of was trying to help you out.
But Google just got rid of their Google Play Music. They only have Google Podcasts now. They're going to be using YouTube Music. Yeah, podcast is in the same place.
I fuck with YouTube Music.
Yeah, I thought I should say that YouTube Music. Actually, I thought it was going to be trash at first, but no, it's actually all right.
I remember when you said they don't know what they have. I think they figured it out.
Yeah, because all they did is pour everything from Google Music straight over there.
Yeah.
But
anyway. You can't drive. I'm home, Rob. I'm good. I ain't driving nowhere.
But anyway, guys, we'll be back next Wednesday at 10. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for participating. What is all this back comments? Okay, never mind. So see you guys next Wednesday at 10. And thank you so much for allowing us to keep you company.